Welcome to this DaVinci Resolve Fusion node breakdown. Today's nodes are the merge and multi-merge nodes. And to get started, let's go ahead and grab some footage and get in our timeline. And we will launch Fusion. Now if we needed to bring in another media source, so let's go ahead and grab a new media source and bring it down. We need to merge these two together. One of the standard merging nodes would be the merge node. So we can grab it from the toolbox here, or we can hit shift space and type in merge and look for the merge node. Now this merge node requires a background and a foreground, and that is it, just two inputs, and there's an additional mask input. So all we have to do is take our background and our foreground, connect it to our out, and we just merged those two medias together. So the merge node itself, as far as the inspector and the settings go, on the merge tab we can move our foreground image, we can change the size, the angle, we can flip them. And as far as our apply modes go, we've got all the standard apply modes for doing math, for applying the layer. We also have operator modes, whether you want to have it over, in, held out. It's going to be up to your specific project of what you need. Just remember, these additional settings down here is going to depend on what operator mode you're using. Now for all the modes, down here we also have edges, and what this does is it determines how it's going to handle anything that is smaller than your domain of definition. So how your edges, whether they're going to mirror or extend, and then your filter method for those edges. Now down here, this invert transform, this is after everything's been applied on the foreground image, so you can invert everything. And then this flatten transform right here, what this does is it flattens all this information prior to it going out. That way any additional nodes you have, it isn't linking that information, because sometimes that does happen. So if you flatten that transform, it makes sure none of that transform information is getting sent down the pipe. So let's reset all this. Now, as far as channels go, you've got the typical channels. If you have a depth merge coming in, meaning you have a depth field for focus or for your actual merging and compositing. As far as your settings go, just remember the settings is your final out settings. So just what's coming out. So our overall blend, as well as our color process. And if we have any mask connected, if we want to apply it inverted or multiply it, and there'll be additional settings if you do have one. This use object and use material is if we have a 3D ID information coming in. And this motion blur is, again, a global. It's going to apply to everything that's coming through. So that is your merge node. If we needed to, say, merge additional information, like add these wings to our actresses, we would have to drag that footage in, grab another merge node, go from here to our background, our new media to our foreground, and then connect that information. And you can see it's wrong. So all we really have to do is switch these medias, and now we're straight. But you can see how having multiple merges and multiple nodes, because on top of this we're going to have color information, we might have blurs, we might have effects. It can get pretty big just merging this information. So to keep it a little cleaner, we've got what's called the multi-merge node. Again, up here in the toolbox, we can drag down a multi-merge, or We can hit Shift Space and type in multi and grab the multi-merge. And what this node does is just like our merge node, it requires a background. Let's go ahead and put that into our output. And then you notice our foreground information, our input is white on here because this is just a layer and it's going to populate according to how we connect it. So if we connect this one first, this is going to be our first layer. This one's second, this one's going to be our second layer. And as far as the settings for the multi-merge node, it's exactly the same as the merge node, other than the fact that you have to select which layer you want to edit, and you can do them independently. And the one main difference is, you notice down here we don't have a flatten transform button because it will not flatten all that information prior to going out. And the settings tab is exactly the same. And the only other major difference is you notice we don't have that channel tab up there to be able to add depth of field information and all that stuff. But with this node, if we say needed to add additional media, say we wanted to add her black wings, we can just drag her black wings in and connect it to the node. But as you notice, our black wings are up front because we connected it in that order. But the good thing about the multi-merge node is all we have to do is go in the layer list and we can take media 4 and bring that all the way to the back. And if we didn't like that and say we wanted the wings to be in the very, very back, or the white wings instead of the black wings, we can just switch our layers up. And again, change anything we need to change in here. So with this multi-merge node, it's a little cleaner. We still have all of our color information and our additional compositing stuff, like additional effects and everything. But it's a lot cleaner than using multiple merge nodes. That is our multi-merge and our merge nodes. So we'll see you in the next episode.